Welcome everyone. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I have my Bluetooth headphones in. I'm hoping it works a lot better than anything else right now. So I hope I am doing my best here. So let's see here. There we go. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. We are going to be catching up on dishes. I already started working on some, so you guys can see I've been working on it. And now, I'm trying to finish up as much of this as I can because I need a few things here. I feel like I'm yelling, so I'm going to take one of these out. We're going to work on making some banana bread now. I do have the recipe. I also got to go get it, but I do have the recipe, and we're going to make it because I have a few bananas over here that need to be used. So let's get to it. I don't really have that much dishes. It looks like there's a lot, but really there isn't. So, come have fun. Come join in. Let's have fun. Okay. So my son is down for his nap. More than likely, I will need to start getting him up here soon, but that's quite okay. Because I already know that I will be needing to do that. So, I have that event going on. All those who are in my channel and other channels are all welcome on in. Come on in, come have some fun. So let's have fun here. So this stream really won't take too long today. I hope so. As I said, we're making banana bread. And as some of you guys know, banana bread takes a little bit to work with. So I want to try to get as much of these dishes done so that way I can get some clean dishes to work with. And while we wait for the oven to work on preheating after all this is done and all that, I'll be setting dishes off to the side over here as I clean them while I am still baking. Because that will make it so much easier. Yes, my house is a little messy. What place isn't? Okay? A lot of places tend to get messy when you have a lot going on. I am doing my best to try to keep up with everything. So, you gonna complain? Go ahead and complain. I will not take it too hard, but if you start berating me about the fact that I seem to be a lazy parent, then you can leave. I will not be having that in my stream. Without further ado, let's get in. So I already almost have this sink done, and because I need to get to my mixing bowl here. The whisk is already clean, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'll be actually right back, you guys. Go ahead and keep an eye on this for me. I gotta get that list. So as I was saying, I know you guys can hear me through my Bluetooth, so we're gonna go ahead and keep talking. So as I was saying, I found the list here. I have the banana bread recipe right here. I know you guys can't really see it, but that's quite okay. I have the recipe. I also have the recipe for snickerdoodle. I don't have cream of tartar, however you would like to pronounce that, but research shows me that I can substitute that for something else. So we'll go ahead and do that. That off to the side. Now, let's get to work on this. A lot of this is already dried up, so we're going to go ahead and put this up. So, a lot of this needs to be put up so I have space. I do apologize about my computer, you guys. My computer's on, almost seems like to be the last leg here. So we are slowly working with her. I don't like to use her very often because you know what she makes. So, I just hope that she makes it and she lasts until I can get the fan fixed on it. So that's what that is. The fan's messed up a little. Here we go. So in the recipe, it says that I need to have a bread pan. Now, I'm not going to be using a bread pan. I'm actually going to be using my cake pan. So that way it spreads out and we have more banana bread in a way. And I prefer doing it that way because, one, it lasts. Two, you're not getting a big chunk. And three, it just tastes better that way. So, as most of you guys can probably see, my jaw no longer is bothering me. I was dealing with an infection for a while, so that was not fun. I still don't have dental insurance. Don't say anything about that. I am working on that. And getting everything going just as quickly as I can. So anyone who does want to join in, please come in, have fun. We're here to hang out. My computer is wanting to growl at me. I would do this on my phone. Okay, I would, but my phone wants to also act up on me. And I haven't done a live in a while, so I wanted to do one. Now, I could do a recording, I really could, but I wanted to hang out with people. Yeah, I wanted to hang out with people. Alright, working on these dishes. So, I'll sit here, work on these dishes, waiting for others to show up. I don't really like talking to myself too often. I like to be able to have others around to chat with. So, come on in, come have some fun, let's hang out, let's talk about things. I know I don't have very entertaining ideas going on here, but I am at least working on it. Now, also to the last person that left a comment on my apology video, that was not nice of you. Alright? You may not care, but others do. You don't need to be so mean. If you're having a rough life, that's okay. Don't take it out on others. Alright, that is not nice to do. Now, I'm also trying to teach my son that to not just take it out on others because you're upset. Adjust this right up there so that takes it away. There we go. So the rest of these are more smaller dishes to work with. So I don't have that much to worry about on that. Come on, I'm stuck. There we go. So I have my computer propped up so it's breathing a bit better. Still going to be a little grumpy at me, but that's quite okay. So any good baker or non-baker, even though you just cook, should know to always do your best to keep up with the clean kitchen. Even if you have to do a video while you're baking or cooking, also do some cleaning. So, let's get to it. Just going to be about done with this sink. I am trying to get to that guy here. Once I get this guy that I need out and washed up, we'll start trying to get dishes off to the side over here. I want to be able to get a lot of my baking going because it is definitely needed right now. So, let's work on it, you guys. Let's work. Now, it is everyone's weekend. Yes, I understand that. Not everyone wants to come around and watch this. That's quite okay. You can find this while searching and scrolling. Come sit, come hang out. You don't want to stick around watching me. If you can hear me, what I'm saying. I have Bluetooth headphones in, so I can do this a lot better. But again, let me know. I'm doing my best here. I don't always have a lot of space to set up a lot of extra stuff just to get a decent stream going. Okay, so I'm hoping the Bluetooth headphones really work and help out some. And if they do, I'll start using them more with my streams, recordings, and short views. So you guys, it has almost been about 13 minutes in. Because I got my son down so late for his nap, I'm going to let him stay down for a little bit longer. And then work on getting him up here soon after I start getting things going with my baking. I'm also waiting for a delivery to come in from Walmart. That way I will be able to work on making dinner when the time comes. Do a quick wash and scrub on all these real quick here. So make soap flying everywhere. Oh. Just kind of hanging out here, you guys. Happy my son's down for his nap, though. Alright, got a lot of this all washed, soaked up. If you rinse off to make it easier on me. I say easier because it really will be. So I keep glancing back over the computer, you guys, because I want to see if anyone shows up. And I like to be able to talk with other people too, if other people do show up. So that is what I keep doing. With what I just did, I actually managed to get a lot of these extra dishes done here. We will start up our next to this. But real quick, I need to check something on my phone. Okay. I have no new notifications. No new notifications. That's quite okay. Alright, that's quite alright. Ooh, it's hot. Forget I get a little overheated when I'm doing dishes. And no, I'm not that old. I have my own issues going on. I know no one wants to really hear about them, so I really won't say anything about it. I've dealt with a lot of my own issues on my own. So, tonight's dinner we were thinking about pizza. My husband got everything he needed so we'd be able to make pizza at home. I usually do end up doing a very awesome, good job on it, mind you. Because I've gotten very good at making that pizza. So, I have an order arriving around 3:05. Yeah. And don't worry, you guys, I won't be upset if no one shows up. I'm just trying to get a lot of these dishes washed up enough so I can have a safe spot here. Transfer more dishes around. And then we'll still get working on the baking. I know that's probably what you guys are all waiting on, so I'm trying to get there, I promise. I had to get a few things cleaned up first before I can start getting any baking done. Remember the last time someone complained about a dirty kitchen while I was doing some baking? So, if I had a dishwasher, and that's not me, I'd say it is me right now. If I had a dishwasher, I'd actually be able to use the dishwasher to make things go faster, but I don't. Now, after I get done making the banana bread and that goes all through, I will more than likely end the stream because I gotta have it in there for an hour. Mind you, an hour. So, you guys won't see the finished results in this stream. But when I start making the snickerdoodles in a recording, I will show you guys the results from the banana bread. But I want to show you guys the process of making it. Alright guys, we are at the 20-minute mark. Woohoo! And I know, no one's on. That's quite alright. I'm quite used to it. Here we go. I shouldn't be, but I am. So even if my lives are having no views, I am still going to get what I do done. People can watch this a little later. And that's quite alright with me. But let me know if you guys can hear me or not. Otherwise, if you guys can't hear me, then that will be all for nothing. But I will still make a extra bit of this later in a short, so you guys, my whole process, making the banana bread. I'll read off the recipe, explain everything I've done, all of that. So, it is now 3 o'clock, which means here soon, I'll have that order come through. So, I know I just got done with these, but these do dry pretty quickly in my house. Because you know it gets pretty warm, even if it doesn't try to be. It does get pretty warm. There we go. So I'm also working on trying to keep everything all organized in my house too. Organized house means organized brain. Once your brain and house is organized and all together, you won't have as much mental problems as everything else. No, that's not always true, but for some cases it is. So, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep going. I want to hit my head on that. I just showed you how short I am. You can almost hit my head on this. Now, don't worry, my recording will be from my phone, so it'll make this a lot easier and you won't hear as much from the computer. I'm not old, I promise. I just have back issues. I know that makes me sound old, but I'm not. I was in a car accident when I was younger, hit and drag type victim. I don't see myself really as a victim, but I've had issues since. Okay. So I can get all the rest of this put up here. I don't let my son sleep until at least 3:30, you guys. As I did say, he went down pretty late for a nap. So, we're going to move this out of the way because we're going to start getting this oven preheated. You guys can complain all you want how I've been doing this, but you take a look at my house and you say what all I can really work with on this now, because there's not much I can do. Okay, so I need to preheat the oven to 350. I just checked, there's nothing in the oven. Alright. Press 2 buttons, that was it. Now, while that is doing that, I do need to get the cake pan down so I can start, I believe it said, grease and flour the pan. What do you mean? Because I am so short, you guys can see this. So this is the one I'm using. Alright? It's about 1.5 of my hand lengths that way, and got the same this way. So this works for me. Now, we're going to work on oiling this, and I like to use a vegetable oil because it really does work out. You can use butter, you can use actual Crisco grease stuff you can work with, either way. Work with what you have inside your house. That's the thing. Now, I had half of it. I'd say if I had a napkin, and I do, I'm going to work on, let's pull this up a little bit more. I'm going to work on doing this. It's not a lot. Gotta get more. There we go. I hate making oil messes because it's not easy to clean up. Alright guys, I will be right back. So I just did that part. My order should be here, so give me just a quick moment. Did they miss my turn? The place is easy to miss, don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I am back. I do apologize about that, you guys, but the order showed up. Person got a little lost. That's nothing new. My house is always hard to find. Anywho, so we're still waiting for all this to work on preheating. This oiled very nicely. Don't over oil it, or you have a little bit of a mess up going on. Toss that out. You don't need that. Now, grab the flour. Flour is important. Not the self-rising. There. You're gonna need this. Now you're gonna need more of this anyways. Yep, because it's part of the recipe. So, grab out your flour. While we're at it, we're gonna grab out all the other ingredients that we're gonna need as well. So, for example, we're gonna need sugar. I'm just gonna go around and grab this. Sugar. Now, yeah, you're gonna probably get these 2 bags mixed up. As long as you can read what it says on the sides here, you'll be fine. Okay, we're gonna need butter. Now it says margarine, alright, but I use butter. Butter. Now we're also gonna need 2 eggs. Now it didn't say what size of the eggs, so 2 eggs. So we got the flour, sugar, butter, got this pan. We still need the flour, the pan. We will get to that, but this is still preheating, too. So we got the flour, bananas. So more than likely, I don't know how many bananas it'll take to make a cup and a half. So we're gonna bring all this over so that way we have the bananas. This is what we can work on using for banana bread. So it doesn't go to waste. And baking soda. Find you. Use the baking soda. Where'd you go? Baking powder. Where are you at? There you are. Baking soda. Yes, I got this big thing, baking soda. Okay, now that that's all gathered together, we're gonna go ahead and get this flour. I'm gonna wash that red guy that I was needing anyways, while also getting everything put up because I just realized I need to do that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Don't mind me, my brain is not in functioning order. This is the size my husband decided to grab. Okay. I want a question. Don't get me wrong, I really do, but I don't see a point. It is pizza night. And those are fingertips. Okay, so we're gonna get this floured. I will end up washing my hands after this, so I'm gonna need to anyways. Oven's preheated. Don't grab too much on the flour. You're gonna sprinkle it lightly. Whatever's left over, put back in the bag. And now, if it won't touch the sides by itself, after doing all of what I was just showing you what's the best to do it manually yourself. So you want it lightly coated as you see here. You see this extra stuff here. You can either A, put it back in a bag, or B, more than likely I will set this off to the side because I will need it anyways. So, work on washing up our hands again. Alright, wash, done. How quick I can do that. You just still get very clean. Just because you can run off. There we go. Ta-da. Okay, so we need to actually get this guy washed up. I used this morning to make pancakes, so we only have pancake batter and stuff into it, but still needs to be washed. And it won't take me long to wash. So, gonna go ahead and record part of this. There we go. That way I have some recordings of this and I will add in subtext if I have to. I will even, once this is done going through and I'm done with the streaming, work on adding in subtext. So. Alright, she be all clean. We're going to go ahead and dry her out because I need her. Give her a quick shake out. There we go. Okay, well, let's do this, you guys. So I'm going to need the measuring cups. Alright, measuring cups. My apologies. I need a cup of sugar. Okay. Set these off to the side. They'll get in the way. I need a cup of sugar. And what it says for us to do is preheat the oven at 350. Grease and flour pan. Beat sugar and margarine in the bowl until smooth. So that's what we're going to do first. So we're going to need sugar. Excuse me, fella. An even cup of sugar. Just a cup. Just a cup. Okay. Now, you need a half cup of the softened margarine butter. So this can be set off to the side here real quick. And this yellow one is a half cup. Alright. Or we can just go for this one. So I'm going to go for this one because it actually says it's half cup. You need half cup, and this says actually already softened, so put that there. I'm pretty sure I'm done with the sugar there anyway, so, oh yeah, this is already soft. Sadly, this is actually going to use up a lot of this butter, so more than likely I will need to go get more. I have money for that, so that's absolutely no problem. Alright, so that is a half cup. And my hands are clean. Ta-da! That's already it. So I need this half cup again. I do, and that is for the mashed potatoes, mashed bananas. So we will work on mashing that up in just a few moments. So we're going to go ahead and rinse this out. Ooh, it's not wet. We're going to go ahead and rinse this on out. I know most of my kitchen is still dirty, but I got at least one sink clean so I can do this. This sheet's been rinsed. Awesome. Reusable. Set it off to the side. We're going to go ahead and mix this together until smooth. Where, don't mind the straw. That's not going to need it. Where this comes in. If you can tell, I've done a lot of baking in my life. So I have quite literally learned how to do this. I don't care for a lot of extra stuff to work with. One, it takes up too much space when you have a small house. And two, come on. Even with an electric machine, you still run into this issue. Normally I would use a fork, but I just got a lot of silverware washed up. Alright, here we go. That's starting to become smooth. Alright, that's smooth. Alright, there we go. So, that's been all smooth now. I know you didn't see how it looks, so I'll show you guys here real quick. That is smooth sugar and butter. Now, it says, once that's done, beat in eggs. So we're going to beat in the 2 eggs. We can put the butter up now. There's still butter left in this, so we're going to still use it until it's gone. I like to try to clean up after myself while I'm baking. Saves a lot of time. and you don't have a lot of stuff left over on the side while you're trying to bake and finish up clean. So we're going to go ahead and beat this in first. Now, I am more than likely going to need to end up using a fork to mash up the bananas. That is fine. There we go. Alright. We're going to need 1.5 cups of mashed bananas, so we're going to work on mashing the mash. Alright, here we go. So we're done with the sugar. We're going to go ahead and move this out of the way now. She out of the way. Done, done. There we go. So we need the first cup. Would you look at that? I filled that very nicely. That is exactly 1 banana so far. So we're going to go ahead and play mashup on this. I have made baby food when my son was younger, so I know exactly how to play mashup. So we have more space still. Grab another banana here. I am showing you guys the whole process here. I know it's hard to see, but what I'm doing is adding in banana pieces and mashing it into the measuring cup. So we're not dirtying up any extra bowls or anything else of that sort. Now, if you had a masher, use the masher. I don't have a masher. I got a fork. This looks like banana sauce now. I'm actually not joking. I will show you guys in a second. This looks like banana sauce now. She's almost all mashed up. Looks like I can add in the rest of this banana here to make this a full cup. There we go. Thank you to the knowledge that I have on making baby food. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get this done. So this is exactly 1 cup. So it took 2 bananas. 2 bananas to make 1 cup. We're going to go ahead and add that in. Still a little chunky here, but that's quite okay. It will be mixed in. Need the cup again? I do. So we'll wash this out in just a moment. Now, I need a 1/2 cup here to make the other half. So more than likely, it'll take another full banana. Quite hard. side real quick. It is a lot of work to do this, but it is well worth it when you get banana bread at the end. And it uses up the old bananas that have gone a little too ripe. There we go. So guys, we are getting close to the 15-minute mark. Alright, cool. Means that I can add the rest of this in. So yeah, total of 3 bananas is what this is. 3 bananas. That leaves 1 banana left. If you wanted to make a big batch, and I'm not making a big batch, it'd basically take 4 bananas. Alright, cool. That's all mashed. So we're going to go ahead and mix that together real quick. Then I'll get the measuring cup over here washed up. So after I mixed all this together, this is so much what's looking like so far, is I haven't added in any of the flour or anything else to this part. So that's what that looks like. Let me just angle that down a little bit. There you go. So that's what that looks like. All right. It's gonna look watery. Done and done. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and take these off of this guy. We got 1 banana left. So go on our banana away. Done and done. Okay, now we gotta add in the flour and baking soda until it's all combined. For that, I need to wash out this guy real quick. One has noticed I've learned how to wash quickly but thoroughly when it comes to all this. So I already knew I was going to be dirtying up at least a few dishes, which is why I wanted to get as much of these dishes done as I could. Now, the excess flour I had right here, we're going to go ahead and why let it go to waste, right? And do it over this here. There we go. So it's still flour. It's dusted. Done. Now, I'm going to switch this around here. Grab this guy on this side. And go here. It is 3:30, you guys, which means I do need to get my son up. But I want to get my baking stuff in first before I actually get him up. Oop. You're going to make a bit of a mess. That is going to be absolutely nothing new, you guys. You guys don't make a mess and you're amazing. Alright. That's one. And it said 2 cups? 2 cups. We gotta do more of this. Instead of the shakedown I was just doing. Done. That's done. We're gonna go ahead and combine that together real quick. We're gonna get this out of the way though. There you are. You're gonna get messy when it comes to baking. Mix, 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 mix. Mix it together. Mix, 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 mix. And combine it together. Mix, 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 mix. Mix it all around. There we go. That's starting to thicken up. What you needed was to get this all thickened up. Alright, now I need to add in the baking soda. Now it says I need a teaspoon of baking soda. Now I know I'm pulling this out, but it has measuring spoons in this. There we go. So 1 teaspoon is to this line. There we go. That doesn't surprise me. This thing always gets in the way. There. That just doesn't seem like a teaspoon. You guys, this honestly just does not seem like a teaspoon. This seems like more than a teaspoon. So I'm not going to follow this measuring spoon. Hi, honey. Is it Dexter? I am like This is more of a teaspoon than that. Yes. I don't normally struggle on this, you guys. Done. And this is how this batter looks. It says here, we need to roll this down. That's how the batter will end up looking. That is well combined. Okay. Now I am using the whisk to scrape this out. There we go. Now we're gonna gently fill it in on all the gaps. And then make sure your timer is ready for the hour. Alright, my timer is ready. We're going to go ahead and put this in, you guys. And we're all done. Thank you guys so much. Anyone who just show up, let me know what you guys thought of this. If you guys can hear me or not. And